Hello, dear. My name is Anupasha, a psychologist and an accredited journey practitioner. I started my career in the IT field as a computer programmer and then ventured into greeting cards and gift items business and was a market leader in this field for many years. While still in business, I developed a passion to help people find the strengths and pull through situations they never thought possible by doing Reiki healing and reflexology. Following my interest in the understanding of the body and mind functionality, I chose psychology, which I further integrated with the journey practice. This is because both are connected with deep internal searching and working through unresolved issues. Probably you are already wondering what the journey work is. The journey is a process of getting in contact with the infinite intelligence of the body and access the root cause of cell memories where the strong emotions are stored inside the body. These emotions do not necessarily come from trauma or abuse. They can be innocently and unintentionally stored in the cells and remain unnoticed for years. During the journey process session, one is gently guided into the conscious mind, allowing the subconscious to recall memories that create emotional blockages and releases these raw emotions, hence allowing the body to heal naturally. The journey dates back to 1992 when an alternative healing practitioner, Brendan Bays, was diagnosed with a basketball-sized tumor. She healed herself within 6.5 weeks without any drugs or surgery, and she founded the journey work. In fact, there is a scientific medical explanation of the linkage between emotions and cell regeneration. So according to the research by the American Center of Disease Control, it states that 85% of illnesses are emotionally based. Society encourages us to avoid feeling uncomfortable emotions such as fear, anger, and sadness. And when we suppress these emotions, we cause a biochemical imbalance within the body. So in times of distress, it is no surprise that heart disease, cancer, depression, asthma, burnout, and many other illnesses attack our bodies. This is because our emotions, thoughts, and words influence our bodies and affect our cells, DNA, and ultimately our health. Over the years, numerous scientists and medical doctors have studied and subsequently verified the research in support of the journey. At a molecular level, suppressing emotions can lead to an individual cell receptor becoming blocked, and these blocks then interfere with the normal healthy communication between cells and impairs body functions. So if those cells remain blocked over a long period of time, there is an increased likelihood for illness to be created in the specific area where the cells are blocked. And this is why the illness is spread from one cell to the next. As before each cell generation dies, it passes its consciousness and its programming to the next one. Then the next cell is born as an exact replica, so the consciousness gets passed on from one cell generation to the next. The cells of our body have an innate and a phenomenal ability to regenerate and heal. For instance, it is well understood that liver cells take 6 weeks to regenerate. Skin cells take 3 to 4 weeks, and the stomach renews its lining every 4 days, and the cells in our eyes completely replicate themselves every 2 days. And in case you are wondering who is best suited for a journey process, you should know that a journey process is open to anyone from the age of 3 years to adults. It is available to everyone regardless of gender, religion, profession, race, sexuality, social class, educational background, or any type of disability or impairment. Basically, a journey process is for anyone who has a strong desire to heal from any issue, whether it is a physical issue or an emotional imbalance. The journey therapy can help with many different conditions, which include people suffering from a variety of diseases, behavior problems, and general emotional issues such as low self-esteem, stress, anger, grief, depression, panic attacks, anger, phobias, anxiety, allergies, pain, lack of confidence, and many others have found relief from getting to the core of it and then fully releasing the issues surrounding the conditions. In all cases, you will simply want to get to the bottom of a situation which you are stuck in and want to be free for good. So what is so unique about the journey process? The journey process is unique for four main reasons. First, it bypasses the mind, which often contributes to the suppression of emotions. Secondly, it places emphasis on suppressed emotion being at the root of our physical and emotional issues, rather than the bacteria and the viruses. It is our blocked emotion which informs the cellular level where the bacteria and the viruses reside, and this is where the focus is during a journey process. Thirdly, it works with whatever is inside you. It does not involve any external intervention, pills, or medication. It is a stand-alone technique, allowing you to take control of your life and emotions in any situation at any time. And lastly, rather than expressing the emotions outwardly or ignoring them and burying them inside, it involves simply feeling and naming an emotion, then going beyond it. In the journey process, the aim is to move through the center of the emotion, past it, to a deeper level where its energy is reclaimed and the emotion is completely dissolved. Thus, we can successfully move on from our issue. When it comes to the time one needs to take for the journey work to help them, well, it will depend on the individual's needs, as each one's issues are unique and personal. The length of the journey process varies according to the individuals and the needs. On average, it takes between 1.5 to 2.5 hours, and it is highly recommended to start with 3 sessions, which can be done on weekly basis to allow the work of the previous journey process to soak in and fully integrate before embarking on another. Another concern often raised is if holistic healing, such as the journey process, can be used side by side with Western medical treatments, for instance, when treating illnesses. Absolutely. The journey works well alongside both Western medicine and alternative health. For instance, nutrition and cleansing is something Brandon Bays, the founder of the journey work, personally used alongside the journey when healing her tumor without drugs or surgery. You must listen to your own body wisdom when making decisions, especially for your health. And just to make it clear, the journey process is not part of any religion. The focus of the journey process is going beyond the limitation of the ego and its fixation, whatever your religion is or not. Lastly, how one feels after undergoing a journey process varies for each client. When you release an emotional blockage, it feels incredible. This feeling remains with you and permeates in all that you do. Other people sometimes feel tired or drained for a while until the process begins to settle as their bodies integrate, and then they begin to feel like life is happening. My prayer for everyone is that we don't wait until we get a wake-up call or a complete shutdown. And it's not just Brandon's story anymore, since hundreds of thousands of people are using this process worldwide and getting extraordinary results. And so it's called the journey because your life is a journey, and it's all about clearing whatever obscures you, whatever holds you back, whatever shuts you down. People's lives changing for the positive instead of the pseudo mask that we carry our identity with. Thank you for tuning in. Have a lovely time and see you next week as we continue with more coverage on the journey.